Hello, Facebook Live. Hello. So good to be here. It's been a while that I have been live, so happy Monday, everyone. If this is the first time that you see my face, my name is Ayo. I'm so happy and privileged to have you here. Hello from super cold Europe. I'm still getting used to it. I just came back from Costa Rica to visit my family a little bit. And I have to tell you that this weather is not for me. But anyways, if this is the first time that you see my face, hello, my name is Ayo. I'm super grateful to have you here. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I have a marketing agency. I also have an amazing business where we make women feel better. We support them, we help them, we run female circles. And also I have a business that is all about getting you into shape, getting you in the best figure of your life, and also making you feel amazing. But I want you to let me know if you're watching this as a replay in the comments, #replay. And I want you to let me know where are you joining me from. And today I wanted to go live because I had an amazing podcast interview earlier today, and they asked me a very profound question, a question that everybody who's in business has to ask themselves. So the question was, how does it feel like to work with you? What an amazing question. And if you are an entrepreneur, if you have a business, if you're a coach, consultant, or a service provider, I will suggest that you ask yourself exactly the same question. How does it feel like to work with me, right? It's an amazing question to ask yourself and be able to answer. Like I did that today, and it was so powerful for me to get so much more clarity about who I am, what am I doing, why am I here, who I want to help. It's good to ask yourself questions like that. So again, if this is the first time that you see me, I would love to get you a little bit inside of my world and how does it feel like to be part of the empire. So for me, whenever people start working with me, the most important aspect is to create trust. Trust is such an important factor. It determines all of our relationships. And when you're a master in communications, one of the priorities that you want to build, not only with your clients, but with everyone around you, is to master that thing of how to create trust. Hey Jessica, so good to see you. Hi. Say hi to Greg as well. My beautiful, amazing family in the States. I love you guys. Can't wait to see you again. So Jess and I, we're running a business together. And let me tell you something. How does it feel like to work with us, Jess and I? We are masters when it comes to building trust. Like actually, Jess and I established trust between each other so quick. And this is exactly what we want to translate in our relationships with our clients. Above all is to create trust, right? So this is the first feeling, the first thing that I want to create with my clients. And the second thing that I want to create is an instantaneous feel of vibrational match, because this is so important. I want us to get into the same frequency. I want us to be in the frequency of creation. I want us to be in the frequency of possibilities, in the frequency of what's more, what's out there, what can we do to be better, what can we do to feel better. This is so important. And it's a priority for me. When people work with me, I want them to feel this, and I want them to be an energetical match to that feeling. Doesn't matter if you are working with my marketing agency and my amazing team and my amazing business partner. It doesn't matter if you're part of my female circles or you are joining our fitness program. What is super important for me is for you to instantaneously tap into that energetical source and become a match for it. Because what I pride myself and everybody I work with is that they have this unbelievable fountain of energy, and energy is so important. Make sure you surround yourself with people who are of such a high standard of keeping themselves in the best energy possible. If you want to work with someone, make sure you collaborate with a person who is an energetical match of what you want to attract. And that's exactly what I do, because I claim I help people with their businesses to make more money. I claim that I help people to get more confidence. I claim that people can get to 6-7 figures. I claim that my agency will help you. I claim that if you join my circles, you will feel better, you will heal. I claim that with my fitness company, you will be in the best shape of your life. So if I claim all that, surely I have to be that. So for me, when you start working with me, you will see that one of the main things is being an energetical match for these things. What I like to say is walking the talk. So important to walk the talk, and that's something that I do every single day, even on the days when I don't even show up 100%. That is so important. Another thing that I want to establish when I work with people is to instantaneously drive them closer to their superpower. I want you, when you start working with me, to be able to identify what is your superpower. Because when you do that, when you know what your superpower is, doesn't matter what it is. Is it marketing? Is it healing yourself and joining a community? Is it working out? It doesn't really matter. When you identify your superpower and you tap into it, you operate from a space of success. You operate from a space of knowing. You operate from a space of gratitude. You know who you are when you know what your superpower is. And what I'm noticing is whenever people doubt their superpowers or they don't know what their superpower is, it's so difficult. And trust me, I'm a natural talent to find out what people's superpower is. And that's one of the main things about a coach. A coach has to be in the position where they identify what their superpower is and what is their client's superpower. When you do that, when you're able to do that for other people, do you know what you're doing? You are so powerful when you do that. It doesn't matter what industry you are in. It doesn't matter if you are working with my amazing marketing team, or if you're part of my women's circles, or if you're part of our fitness program. You have to identify your superpower. And that's exactly what we do, because we are so good in that. All of my teams, they are amazing when it comes to that. They literally suck out the best in you and they put it right there so you can see it, because this is true empowerment. Okay, we're not here, none of us, none of my amazing business partners, to drag you, to pull you, to convince you that you need to do the work or whatever. We're here to make sure that we point out what your superpowers are, what you are great in life, right? What is your greatness? Where is your greatness? And whenever that happens, it changes something, because you become independent, you become strong, you become self-sufficient, you're no longer codependent. And that is so, so important, guys. But it's also important for us, and when you work with us, to identify whatever you're working on, what's the struggle, what's the issue, what is happening, and how to be an energetical match for that as well. Or with systems and strategies how to go through that as easy as possible. That is another skill that all of us have and that I have as well. We easily identify where the issue is and we know how to deal with it. This is where emotional intelligence comes. We are extremely good with emotional intelligence. I mean, we all are learning, and that's one of the greatest gifts on earth, is that we learn how to better our emotional intelligence, right? Because we constantly have to practice it, constantly, all the time. So an amazing quality. It doesn't matter if it's your coach, it doesn't matter if it's something you're working with, is to be great with emotional intelligence. So they can identify and communicate in the best way possible. Another thing that I pride myself when I work with people is being very honest and upfront. There's no fooling around. There's no like, oh, well, yeah, you're great. Keep on doing that. Yeah. That toxic positivity and toxic gratitude and toxic spirituality, like being overly spiritual, overly positive, overly like, okay, no, that's okay, surpassing everything. When you work with me, everything is on the table. Like nothing is, oh yeah, sure, go and do that, but I know you shouldn't do that. Like I will never allow this to happen in any of my businesses. And that is so important. You need to surround yourself with more people who with love and compassion will sit next to you and you will be like, girl, that will not work, okay? Or girl, that doesn't look good, okay? Girl, you shouldn't do that. I just want to quickly say thank you so much, everybody, for your comments. I see a lot of amazing people. Thank you so much for all the support in here. Thank you so much for all the love emojis. I truly appreciate you. You're all so powerful and amazing. And everybody who works with you, it's also super privileged to have you in their space. When I was having my interview today in my podcast, another thing that I can identify as a superpower is that I know how to take people to the next level. And that's super important in every single business. You have to know how to take a person from a stage A to a stage B and you to become the bridge between the two. If you want to get somewhere and you want to hire an expert in that area, if they're not aware what the pathway is to that goal that you want to go, the chances are you might never get there. It's like ordering an Uber and the Uber doesn't know the route to get to your final destination, or they've never been to the final destination, or they don't know how to get there. That's why I believe that one of my superpowers is definitely knowing how to get people to the next level. I know the steps. I've been there, done that. I'm also super privileged to work with other amazing business partners who have also walked that path of massive leaping. And with us, every single achievement is important. Every single step of the way is important. Every single step of you becoming what you want to become is super important. If you work with someone, make sure you know that they can take you to that level where you want to go, okay? Then another thing that you will experience if you work with me is that what I truly stand for is creating opportunities for other people. So for me, that is very important. How to create an opportunity for others. It doesn't matter if it's with our marketing agency, so creating opportunities for business owners to grow and scale, or if it's creating the opportunity for women to heal and have a better life and have more with our women's circles, or create an opportunity to have the best figure of your life, right? It's all about creating opportunities. And if you are a business owner, if you are an entrepreneur, your business has to do the same thing. You have to be in the stage where you constantly create opportunities for people. In order to be a good investment, you have to create opportunities to get better, to get to the next level, to get to the stage where people want to get, but you're constantly in operating from a space of creating opportunities. Okay. Another thing that I really work on, and when I'm collaborating with other people, is to completely eliminate the victimhood mentality. The mentality that, oh, I need to always be in excuses. No, not with us. Never. I'm sorry, but when you start working with us and with the different businesses that I have, there's no space for excuses. There's no space for victimhood. There's no space for lack mentality. There's no space for judging. There's no space for, oh, but this, oh, but that. You get up, you lead yourself, and you do the work. That is the mentality on which I operate every single day. So I do not allow any of my clients to get into that victimhood mentality. It's an absolute no. That is something that I keep myself very, very, very accountable of. Like every single time, if I hear a team member or if I hear a client operating from that space, I cannot tolerate it. And what that does to people is that it takes them from the constant operational mind of struggle. Like people like to believe that struggling is okay. Like I need to struggle to get to the next level. It has to be difficult to get to the next level. Being in a difficulty is easy. Not having clients is normal. All these stories that you create from a space of victimhood are not okay. I'm not saying that when difficulties occur, we definitely accept them. We see them for what they are, but we make a plan. Like one of the things, for example, Carol and I are very good at is whenever there's an issue, there's always a solution. Always. We literally stay in the issue zone for like 3 seconds and we come up with a solution. That's how we are. Like our brains are so rewired that we are calibrating within seconds. And that's what we are training our clients to do. Not to stay in victimhood mode, but whenever things happen, calibrate, get into a solution mode, make it better. Okay? That is so significant and important when you work with someone that's why you have people working with you and assisting you, so that you don't continue staying in that mindset. That's why proximity is all so important. When you surround people with that mindset of no victimhood, no struggle, no allowing your ego to get into that talk of like, yeah, struggle. We don't have that. We don't do that. What we operate is on the frequency of let's get this shit done. I'm stronger than this. I have this. Bring it on, universe. When shit happens, our mentality and my mentality is like, of course it will happen. Of course, because I'm strong enough. Because I am the chosen one. Because I am so powerful. Because I am capable of carrying this. Of course it will happen. And it again brings us back to emotional intelligence and how do you operate with emotions. Like when all these things happen, and especially for our clients, what I pride myself of is really holding space for people. And that is honestly, in the last 3 years with COVID happening, holding space for people is irreplaceable. If you find a person who you work with, doesn't matter the industry, but if you find a person or even a business partner or even a partner who holds space for you, wow, that's huge. And that's what I do for all of my clients, holding space for them. Why? Because life has not been easy, and I have been going through all these I don't call them challenges, I call them tests, because honestly, I see life as a game. And I have been prepared to hold space for people, right? I have been prepared, because things happen to me, to be able to face things when they happen and not freak out and be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what do I do? Right? That is so important. It's important to have a mentor like that. It's important to have someone to lead you through these steps. It's important to have a person who's with the mindset, I always make it work. And that's exactly what you get when you work with us. We always make it work. There's no plan B. Plan B exists, and it's again another good opportunity. Always. And then the other thing that I truly, truly embody when I work with people is the desire to always go for more and expand. Expansion is one of my life missions, is realizing how much potential there is and not settling with, well, okay. That doesn't mean there isn't gratitude and there isn't appreciation for everything, but expansion is so important. And again, expansion comes when you provide and create the space for it. And that's exactly what happens when you work with me or with my team. There's a lot of space that has been created, and it comes again from amazing emotional intelligence skills, having years of experience. How important is that? It's very important to have enough background for you to have been working with people so that you know how to operate with people. I find that the best coaches or consultants or even service providers are the ones who have been in the game for a while. And the reason for that is that these people have experience to work with people. Some don't know how to work with people, and it doesn't get better. That's what it is. So for me, that's like, okay, well, so my beautifuls, I hope that this is giving you like a tiny little friction of how does it feel like to work with me. I'm keeping some things a secret, because here's the thing: when you work with me and with my team, we also like to make things spicy and sexy and attractive and playful. That's another thing. We like being fun. We like being sexy. We like being seductive. We like being playful. We don't like being super extremely serious. And trust me, I work with people when the conversation is about thousands and thousands of dollars and the situation is serious. But that doesn't mean that we need to kill all the playfulness. That doesn't mean that when we speak about serious topics, or in our women's circles, when we really touch upon a lot of trauma and pain, it's about, again, keeping things light. That's what I want to create. And a lot of people feel that thing about me is that I know how to do that. I know how to do that. And I believe that this superpower comes from just being super comfortable with myself. Whenever you're very comfortable and confident of what you're doing and who you are, you become, in your work and in your everyday life, you operate from more peace and more flow and more joy, and you want to actually create that for other people. And a working environment like that is so important. It's important in your team. It's important with your clients as well. Not to make everything super, super difficult and serious. I mean, come on. We live in times when we need a little bit of fun. We need a little bit of jokes. Sometimes I like showing up in front of my clients. I'm wearing my cat ears, or I have funny t-shirts with inappropriate text on them. I also love doing that, or cracking a joke. It has to be like that, because when you operate from space of having fun, things flow so much easier than like, oh my God, okay, let's make things serious. Whenever things get way too serious for me, I don't feel comfortable. It doesn't feel nice. It feels limiting, and it feels like a prison. It doesn't feel like pleasurable experience. And that's what I want to provide for people. I want people to go through an experience that makes them feel like, whoa, what is happening here? I mean, welcome to my world. Welcome to my world and welcome to the empire. That's what I want people to get, that experience, because that is so important. I want them to feel all the feels, all the emotions, all the tingles, all the excitement. I want people to be turned on. I don't want people to be like, nah, this is so boring. And some people are so boring. Like last year, I was so excited to have a one-on-one call with one of the mentors that I've always looked up to, and I was so excited to talk to her. And on the call, it was so dry and boring, and I was like, I can't work with this person because it's gonna be very, very boring all the time. And nobody got time for boring stuff. I mean, we are here some of us are here to have fun. The earth is a very challenging place. Let's make it better, right? So, okay, I think that was enough. Thank you so much for joining me again. If you want to work with me, make sure to connect with me in the DMs. I am the one responding to my DMs. I want to make things personal. So if you want to explore the possibilities of joining forces, if you want to explore the opportunities of up-leveling in different areas of your business or your personal life, or you just want to figure out what the hell are you doing, Ayo? What are you doing? Because people all the time ask me, I want to know what you're doing. You seem so interesting and fun. Ask me in the DMs. I'm super approachable and fun, unless you send me nudes. Then I'm not very fun. I'm like, okay, we need to it's not gonna happen. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I don't know what the topic will be, but we'll see. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a super successful weekend. Go and make some money and have fun.